Just make sure my microphone is front row center. Hi, everyone. Welcome. So I wasn't planning on coming on and doing a video today because I do have a one-on-one Spirit Me and You session with a client, and it's a brand new client, and I'm really excited about it. So I have that session in about an hour and a half. But I thought I put on makeup, may as well put the camera on, film a little video, so I have something to put on YouTube for the week. So we're killing two birds with one stone here. So that said, we're going to be talking about my tarot year card for 2024, the energies that are coming up in correspondence to this card, and maybe some of my goals or my to-dos or my expectations and my hopes and my wishes for the new year. So if that sounds like something you want to listen to, if that sounds like something you want to watch, there's not going to be much show and tell. You can set me aside and go and do other things. Yeah, if you are interested in hearing what I have to say, please keep watching. Okay, so we are literally a couple of weeks away from the new year. And I really like the month of December because I feel like December is really a slow down kind of a month. It comes up in a lot of my client sessions where whether my client is on the brink of making a huge decision or they are giving like enough time between, the month of December being that decision-making mode to make a decision towards the end of the year. Like December just kind of feels like a hermit mode. It feels like the time of year where we're supposed to just sit and reflect, and we're supposed to take our time to prepare for the new year, but also to reflect on the entire year that we just experienced. So that's kind of how I'm taking December. There is also, of course, the rush of the holiday season. And those of you guys who do choose to celebrate this time of year, you kind of know the rush of that as well. But I think I like to balance out the rush of the holiday season with also the reflection time. So it kind of really helps, at least for me, the sanity in an otherwise chaos world as you venture out to the stores and do whatever you got to do, right? This time of year is also the time of year that I sit in one-on-one sessions and video readings with my clients. And I do have an offering where I offer it's called the Tarot Year Card reading, which is the mini version. And then there's also a New Year of You reading, which is where I pull cards for every month of 2024. There is a mini version and a full size. So the full size is I pull cards for every month of 2024. And then the mini version is just the tarot year card and an overall energy of the year 2024. As I calculate your birth numbers, your birth date in correspondence to the year, and then you get a number, and that specific number is correlated to the tarot cards. And pretty much I give you a intuitive interpretation of the energy of your new year. So I decided to do that for myself. And after I added up my numbers, my magical number for 2024 is the number 12. And that is the Hanged Man in the tarot. So the Hangman is representative of my tarot year card for 2024. I feel hopeful for this. I feel a little scared, I will admit, because I have my hopes and my goals for 2024, and I'm hoping that this will not make it a little bit more challenging, but I'm happy with it. So the Hangman is my 2024 year card. And when I do that, I also minimize the number since it's greater than 10. I add the 1 and the 2 to get number 3, which will give me the minor arcana cards that we are going to also talk about. So I feel like I've already had the Hangman. I don't know. Maybe I added these numbers up earlier in the year just to kind of see what my upcoming year would be like. I don't know. But I just get deja vu when I look at this, thinking I already had the Hangman year. But maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, I added up the 1 and 2 to get 3 also because I wanted to see what the number 3 or the Empress was also going to kind of, what kind of information, downloads, and insight I was going to get. So I am using both cards for my year. I love it. So let's get into it. This is for me, okay? If you add up your numbers and you have the Hangman as well, or you have the Hangman as your card, you could also use this for interpretation for yourself, but keep in mind, I'm talking about me here. So when I see the Hangman coming up for my 2024, I see this as a year of observing. I see it as a year of, yes, it's going to be a pause, or maybe it means maybe being stagnant and not taking major action, but it is a card of allowing myself to be inspired or re-inspired, because I just see the halo around his head and how he's just kind of hanging there. He's just chilling. He's allowing himself to take in the scenery, to take in the experience, to take in maybe the energy of whoever he's around at that moment, and absorb it and learn from it, and then give out his 2 cents. I also kind of take this as the year of giving away my control, okay? Not having to have so much control over every little thing. I just kind of see him as he's super chill. He is relaxed. He is calm and not worrying about anything. He's hanging off of one foot, one leg, right? He's just there. He's there to see perspectives and different points of views. And that's another big message of a Hangman, is that energy of being able to step outside of yourself or your situation or your experience, and to view the things from different people's point of views and perspectives. I like that. I feel like already I have a strength in that. Being a reader, I'm able to kind of take myself out of the equation and not give my own personal judgment, in readings. But I love this energy as a theme for the entire year of 2024. It's going to be very important for me to observe, not take things so personally, to allow myself to let things kind of work through me before I take action. So I really like that. The Empress to me is the energy of creation and creativity. And I love this. That's why I wanted to add up the 2 numbers, because I know that the number 3 was going to give me the Empress. Because some of my goals and my hopes and dreams for 2024 is to have a comeback with my creative outlets. I feel like this year I took a lot of a break, which is why I was worried about this, because I feel like I already had my Hangman year, but this year was a lot of like me taking a step back. This year was a lot of me taking the much necessary breaks and the necessary, distancing and putting up some boundaries and whatnot, because I needed that quiet time. So when I kind of see that energy coming through for next year, I'm like, okay, I don't really want to be behind the scenes all the time, but we'll see how this registers. But I love the Empress, because I feel like the Empress is giving me this opportunity to really put into action the things that are within me that want to be created. And so all this time away, all this a quiet time I have been giving myself and taking the step away from social media and whatnot, has given me this opportunity to really think and plan out how I want to put my spirit business out there to the world. What kind of videos do I want to create on my YouTube channel? What kind of hobbies or new hobbies I want to introduce into my world? So there's a lot of that creative energy that just wants to come out. And I'm definitely going to take the Empress as my cue to do that, but also allow myself to be gentle and slow and, pace myself and be inspired. So I'm not just throwing stuff out there because I want it out there. Like, it really has to have meaning and quality over quantity. Okay, let's look at the minor arcana. So in all of my sessions with you guys, or my video readings, I always pull the minor arcana to give you guys an idea of themes or events or situations that you may be challenged with throughout the year. So that's what the minor arcana is for. So let's start with the most unpleasant of them all, which is the 3 of Swords. This is another one that was scaring me. So the Three of Swords, obviously, when you look at the card, it is the message of heartbreak, heartache, sadness, disappointments. Sometimes this could be betrayal. Sometimes this could be looked at as a no, right? So I'm kind of scared because I'm like, what is this going to be? Obviously, like your mind goes to the worst possible thing that this could represent. But I feel like this is just kind of showing me, obviously, like one of the things that I'm seeing with this is the clouds, the rain clouds. And you guys know, if you know, you know, but you guys know, some of you know, when my depression creeps in, I always call her my little dark cloud. So I kind of see this as there's going to be quite a number of challenges with that little dark cloud creeping in and trying to probably wreak havoc on my hard work of trying to be creative and trying to, be present in the social media world. So I do see this as, battling some of my mental health stuff for sure. I also see the Three of Swords as a disappointment in others or a disappointment in my socializing situations. I do have difficulties with maintaining friendships and even making new friends. I just haven't been, I'll be honest, like I haven't been really wanting to make new friendships as much. Like I've kind of been turned off to the idea of having friends. I know that sounds absolutely horrible, but if you have been here long enough, you probably know. And if you're some of the people I've really talked to, like deeper than just what you see on my stories or in my videos, then like this last year and a half has been freaking wild when it comes to my friendship connections and people. I have had a lot of falling outs with people and just a lot of stuff. So my heart has just kind of been turned off to the idea of reopening herself up to friendships and just connections like that, which is, I know, a horrible thing, but that's my own healing journey. So I see the Three of Swords as kind of like, what next? Like I feel like I don't even have the friends, like any friends left to have a falling out with. So I don't know what that could represent. When I see this in terms of love life, I have a very strong relationship and a strong marriage with my husband. So I'm not really worried about that, but you never know. Shit can happen. Who knows? I hope not. I literally feel like when I look at this card, I see this as battles with my mental health. I see this with battles with my little dark cloud. I see this with battles with disappointments, either my disappointment in someone else, which could be family or friends or people on social media, or this could be bad news. I don't know. We shall see what happens. I don't want to dwell on it too much because I don't want to freak myself out. Okay. Is there any other difficult cards? No, the rest of them are not that difficult. So that's the rough one. Three of Wands. So when I see Three of Wands for myself, the Three of Wands naturally means this desire to see beyond what you're used to. This desire to wait for the thing, right? He's either looking out because he's curious or he's waiting. And it's kind of like when you pull this card, you kind of figure out which one it is based on the energy of your client. So when I see this, for me, my energy, I see this as the desire to see what else is out there. The desire to, go outside of my comfort zones, which I've noticed this year. I have really created my space, like my home, to be my comfort zone. It is my sanctuary. It is the one place in the world that I feel that I could be 100% myself. So therefore, it is the one place I always want to be. But I also have this desire within me that I want to go out and experience life in different ways. I want to, go on little trips with my husband. I want to do things and not let my anxiety take over, which is probably another Three of Swords situation, right? When I allow my anxieties or my fears or my insecurities to take the wheel, and then it just kind of ruins the experience for not just me, but everybody else involved. So I do see the Three of Wands as this desire to do something, even if it's just one thing next year, where I step outside of my comfort zone and I do something, I experience life in a different way. That's a goal. So I love that. I also see this card as telling me to pause. Same thing with the Hangman, to pause and don't react. Take in what is happening, especially if what is happening is a disappointment or a potential thing. Take it in, see how it, resonates and how it, feels within me, and then give my response. So I do see the Three of Wands as the message of learning to respond, not react. I do need to work on that a lot. Next one, we have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups, to me, when I see this, I always see this as socializing and like a gathering. Like that's literally the first thing that I see. So I don't know if this is my intuition telling me to really put myself out there more next year and like socialize more, or go out and spend time with people and make friends and do all the things. It could be it too. But the Three of Cups is also the energy of good news. So I also see this as there's good news coming, or something to celebrate, something that is going to make me feel proud or excited. I also like the threes, just in general, that we're looking at threes, because the month of March is my wedding anniversary with my husband. So that is kind of like a fun month for us. And he is actually, now that I'm thinking about it, he has vacation in the month of March. So maybe that Three of Wands and this Three of Cups thing is going to be this push for us to do something, to go out and like do a little vacation, like a little mini vacation, something simple where we're not leaving the cats by themselves for too long. I'm hopeful for that. I am totally all here and welcoming for some good news. Whatever that is, I'm waiting for it. I'm excited. And then the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is that energy of rebuilding, recreating, renovating. You are just fixing something that was maybe broken or outdated that needs to be renewed. So I do see this as in terms of the temple or my body. Using the Three of Pentacles, to me, I just see this as the temple of my well-being, my health, my body, my wellness, my mental health, my physical health, my emotional health, and all of the above, right? So I do see the Three of Pentacles to reflect that energy of paying attention and learning to where can I do better with myself, in all aspects of me. Like I said, the mind, body, spirit, all of the things, right? So where can I do better? What needs to be done better? Where can I renew? Maybe there's a makeover in the midst, maybe there's, spending more time fixing up the house. I also see the Three of Pentacles as like renovating the house. So fixing up the house, doing something with the house. This could also be teamwork. This could be working with others. This could be rehashing something with other people. So maybe this is the energy of revisiting a project or revisiting something that was broken. Is that rehashing, old wounds with other people? It could be. I don't know. It just depends on what spirit wants to throw in my life. But there's a lot of things that can happen with the Three of Pentacles. So lots of different possibilities and themes there. That is my tarot year card download. Like that's pretty much what's coming to mind when I look at these cards. And actually, I'm kind of glad that I did that, because now I feel like I can pop open my journal or my little diary and really start to write my plan for the new year. I'll set goals or like little intentions for myself for the new year. I don't necessarily call it a resolution, but sometimes it is, I am the kind of person where when I do set a goal, I don't put the pressure on myself to have to commit to it 100%. And I try to set certain goals or intentions that are within reason. So something that I know I can keep up with and do. And then obviously there's going to be like the big goal, the overall, like the main one where if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be upset over it, because I still love my life and I still love, the experiences that life brings me. yeah, that just kind of gives me a few things to think about and a few things to consider for the upcoming year. But yeah, I really liked that. I liked reflecting with you guys. So I guess before I end this video, I just wanted to ask those of you, if you're still watching, have you calculated your year card? What is it? What is your year card for 2024? If you don't know how to calculate it, a good way to do it is you add up your month and your day of your birth, and then you also add it to the corresponding year that you are reading for. So mine is February 20, so 2 plus 20 plus 2024. Then you get your 4-digit number, and then from that 4-digit number, you add all of the separate numbers to get the main one. I hope I didn't confuse you. So when you add up, you add up 2 plus 20 plus 2024, and you're going to get another number. And then you add from that 4 digits, you're going to add those 4 numbers together to get the main. Okay. And then obviously the tarot, you only have 21 cards, 22 cards for the major arcana. So if your number goes above 22, you have to minimize that number to a single digit or whatever, because there's no like card number 24. You know what I mean? For me, so my tarot year card was the number 12. Where are you? Was the number 12. And obviously in the minor arcana is only 1 through 10. So from 12, I had to minimize it by adding 1 plus 2 to get 3, which got me the 3s for the minor arcana. So that's how you do it. If that completely confuses you, or if you would prefer someone else's perspective and someone else's intuition to go into giving you a reading, I do offer these readings. My tarot year card is a mini reading, so I think it's like about a 10 to 15 max minute video. I also have the New Year of You. Like I said, there's a mini version, which is your tarot year card plus an energy reading on your 2024 year. Or there's the full version, which is your tarot year card explanation plus me pulling cards for every single month of the year. It's like a 3-part video. It's massive, but it's well worth it if you enjoy long video readings and just all of the insight that you thought you never needed. So all of that information will be found in the description box if you want to book with me. They're only available through the month of December, but I'm also going to allow them to be available to book through the 1st of January. I'll probably drag it out a day or two, but just make sure if you do want to book one that you book it ASAP, because once it's gone, and then I don't bring it out until the holiday season next year. So yes, enjoy. And then also, if you don't want the video reading, but you want a one-on-one session, all you have to do is just book the one-on-one session with me. I will automatically do the tarot card for you, the year card, because it's easy. It's part of the session. So, so yeah, anyways, my loves, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate. Leave a comment below. Email me, send me a DM on Instagram. And then also, if you do know your tarot year card, comment below what it is and how you feel that best represents what your year is going to look like. And until then, my loves, I will talk to you in a video very, very soon. And I hope you guys are doing well. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.